Let's rise for national anthem. Anytime from now, the parade commander, Superintendent Dennis Tumba, will come and report the parade to His Excellency, the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thereafter, the same parade commander will invite Mr. President to inspect this beautiful parade.
Good afternoon, Nigerians. This is NTA, the Africa's largest TV network, reaching you live from the parade ground of the Nigeria Police Academy, Wudil. We bring you the maiden passing out parade of 602 regular cadets, ASPs, Course 1, of the Nigeria Police Academy, Wudil in Kano State. I am Muhammad Rabiu Ali.
The parade commander has just reported the parade to Mr. President and invite him to inspect the parade. All dignitaries, please, can be seated while Mr. President is inspecting the parade. The inspection van, or rather Land Rover, is conveying Mr. President, the parade commander, commandant of this prestigious academy, and of course, aide-de-camp of the President. At this point in time, Mr. Mohamed Musa, please can you tell our Hausa listeners on the arrival of Mr. President?
To jama'a kamar da ake gani, mai girma shugaban ƙasar tarayyar Najeriya, President Muhammadu Buhari ne ya riga ya karɓi gaisuwa, kuma yanzu ya riga ya shiga wannan mota domin ya kewaya ya gane wa idanuwansa yadda waɗannan ɗalibai na wannan makaranta masu kammala karatunsu a wannan rana da ake yaye su suke cikin yanayi na shiri. Sai baba, sai baba, Allah ya ƙara masa lafiya.
Mr. President there receiving cheers from the well-wishers and relatives of the graduates here at the Police Academy.
Superintendent Birma for little analysis.
Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, the Cadet NSB regular course is formed up of 6 guards, standard party, and the police bar. Each guard is commanded by a guard commander, and 3 sub-guard commanders. Please, may we salute as he passes the standard patch. The number 1 guard commander is Cadet ASP Shaibu Indabawa, and he has BSc in accounting, and he's been deputized by other 3 sub-guard commanders, Cadet ASP Idris Tijani, Cadet ASP Hussein Abubakar, and Cadet ASP Ashiru Shamsuddin. Guard 2 sub-commander is commanded by Cadet ASP Amang Asu Ogoni, Umar Abdul Rahman, Shamsuddin Sani, Mishelia, and Umar Ashaf. It would equally interest you to know that Guard 4 is made up of complete female guard. People are cheering and so excited. Guard 3 guard commander is Majid Muazzu Abubakar. He has the sub-guards or commanders of Abdullahi Mohammed Yusuf, Olamichi Andrew Isaiah, and Jajere Ibrahim Muhammad.
Thank you, Birma. Anytime from now, Mr. President will come back to saluted dais to watch the parade. Mohammed Musa.
To kamar yadda ake gani yanzu ga mai girma shugaban kasar tarayyar Najeriya Muhammadu Buhari ya kewaya ya gani wa idanuwansa yadda waɗannan ɗalibai da suka gama kammala karatunsu yau kuma ake yaye su suka yi tsayin daka da tabbatar da cewa yau wannan rana ta ce ga shi nan yana dawowa cikin yanayi na murna da farin ciki. Allah ya ƙara masa lafiya. Sai baba, sai baba, sai baba. Dangane da ka ga yadda al'ummar jihar Kano da tarayyar Najeriya suka nuna maka soyayya da ƙauna da girmamawa da mutuntaka da yin addu'a na Allah ya ƙara maka lafiya. Allah ya ƙara tabbatar da alkhairi. Allah kuma ya ja zamanin ka na shugabancin wannan ƙasa. Ga shi nan wannan mota tana ƙoƙarin tsayawa.
Thank you, Mohammed Musa. The president being driven by ASP Kabir Ibrahim is back from inspection along with the parade commander who will again go back to prepare while Mr. President stands to watch the parade. Once again, the parade commander, Superintendent Dennis Tumba, is taking yet another permission . Mr. President has given him the permission to go and continue with the parade.
Kamar yadda ake gani shi kwamanda na wannan fareti ya riga ya nemi dama a bashi domin tabbatar da fara wannan fareti, kuma mai girma shugaban ƙasar tarayyar Najeriya Muhammadu Buhari ga shi nan yana kokarin ya je inda mazauninsa yake kusa da mai girma zababben gwamnan jihar Kano Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje OFR Khadimul Islam tare da mai girma kamar yadda muke gani gwamnan jihar Jigawa Alhaji Muhammadu Badar Bakar gashi nan ya tafi wajen mai mataba san Kano Malam Muhammad Sanusi na biyu da kuma mai mataba Ezunufe.
Any moment from now, the 602 regular cadets ASPs, plus one, they will commence the parade in honor of the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari.
Babban wakili na al'ummar fage wanda shi ma yana wannan wuri kuma mun riga mun tabbatar da shi tuntuni.
Nigeria, all other protocols observed. The parade commander has given directive to sub-commanders to take position. They have taken position and they are marching to make a special greeting to Mr. President. Thereafter go back for slow and quick march. The Standard Party is leaving. You were earlier told about the six regimented flags. The national flag, police flag, peacekeeping flag, mobile police flag, CTU flag, and SPU flag. These are the 6 flags that formed the police standard party. Oh, this is beautiful. This is only done to the president. This is a regimented honor to Mr. President. The graduating cadets, 602, are today happy graduating after 5 rigorous academic and rigorous police training. Their parents are also here with them. Their honor to Mr. President. This is a great honor to Mr. President. Oh, this is beautiful. Mr. President is watching with keen interest. Closing is the Inspector General of Police, who is also there happy. I can see the IGP happy. Please, Force Public Relations Officer, why IG is extremely happy?
The indigenous General Police IGP and public is very happy at the performance of these professional officers that have been groomed for over 5 years now at the Police Academy. This is the first time the regular course of the Police Academy is turning out their cadets. And please, a round of applause for the cadets at the turnaround. And the IGPs have been equally rewarded, the first Inspector General of Police to have the President and Commander-in-Chief of Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, to attend and commission the session. Very delighted because of the lot of achievement that have been recorded equally by the Nigerian police personnel across the country. And this is high for it. This 602 first regular course of the Nigerian Police Academy are bright officers of the force, and they are going to do their best in carrying out core police duty across the country in ensuring that crime and criminality are reduced to the nearest everywhere in the country. They have been properly trained in a lot of skills, crime prevention and control. They have also been trained by agencies who have responsibility to cooperate with Nigerian police force in ensuring internal security across the country. This, no doubt, are promising officer of the force, and the Inspector General of Police have made history by being the first Inspector General of Police to commission them. Thank you.
Thank you, image maker of the force. As I earlier told you that Mr. President is equally happy. Right from the beginning he came here. Mr. Calvin, please, can you say a little words, Mr. Calvin? Okay, please tell our gathering about the happiness of Mr. President.
Thank you, DCP Ladogo. The fact is that Mr. President is happy seeing that without the Nigerian police, the fight against terrorism and insecurity in Nigeria will not be complete. And so seeing these cadet officers graduating is giving joy to Mr. President, because he knows that he has the resources and he has whatever is needed to fight that battle to a standstill.
Thank you so much. All the important personality here should equally appreciate Mr. President, the President Commander-in-Chief of Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, because for over 7 years, the lower cadre of the force have not been recruited. The President and Commander-in-Chief have recruited a total number of 26,000, 10,000 in the first instance, that was in 2016, and 10,000 addition, 6,000 in addition. They are in training and they will soon pass out. An additional 10,000 have equally been placed. A round of applause for Mr. President. This is done to fill the manpower gap and the attrition rate in the Nigerian police force. With the turnout of this personnel, 26,000 altogether in number, to enable us to have enough personnel at the disposal of all commissioner of police across the country to deploy to prevent crime, as we are doing the force very proud. It is equally of significant note for everybody here to know that this is the first time, because the spirit of cadet officers in the force is meant purposely for unmarried officers. It was modified to bring in officers that are less than 28 years old in the past, but now I'm proud to tell Mr. President that all the officers here, 602 officers on the regular course 1 are unmarried, and they are less than 25 years old. Please a round of applause for Mr. President for this issue. They have imbibed police culture, and there's going to be a lot of departure in their behaviors and conduct with what we are witnessing. This is to improve and build on the confidence of the public to have the trust in the Nigerian police force. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jimo. The parade is going back to its position for preparation of slow and quick march after greeting Mr. President in this manner.
Ina ganin yana da kyau mu ƙara tafa musu da Allah, mu tafa musu, a tafa musu da Allah. Wannan shine karo na farko da shugaban ƙasar tarayyar Najeriya, President Muhammadu Buhari, DCFR, ya samu kansa a cikin wannan makaranta domin ganewa idanuwansa. Karo na farko da ɗalibai masu matakin digiri su 602 suke manakacinsu a wannan rana. Shi yasa kuke ganin irin dimbin farin ciki da murna a tattare fuskar mai girma shugaban kasar tarayyar Najeriya. Sannan abu na biyu ga aiki ga kuma digiri.
Thank you, Mohammed Musa. While the parade is returning to its proper position, after greeting once again, call on DSP Adewale to let us know who are these officers carrying the 6 plaques.
Thank you very much, sir. We have 6 officers known as ensigns, E-N-S-I-G-N-S. They are the officers saddled with the responsibility of carrying the standard. We have the first one, the Nigerian flag, also known as the national flag, being manned by ASP Dufel Yakubu from Benue State. We have the bearer of the Nigerian police flag, ASP Obekpa Abutu Raphael from Benue State. The peacekeeping flag is being manned by ASP Ismail Muaz from Borno State. The police mobile flag is being manned by ASP Shuaib Ridwan from Jigawa State. The CTU, ASP Aliyu Tahir Nasir from Sokoto State.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Adewale. What is about to happen now is the commencement of the parade proper. After greeting Mr. President, they are formed guard by guard in readiness of the parade. Mr. President, all other protocols observed. The slow march has automatically commenced with number 1 guard leading, followed by 2, 3, standard party, 4, 5, and 6 guards. We are once again reminded that by the time the standard party will pass where President is seated, we are all expected to rise in honor of the standard party. Mr. Mima, who are the parade commanders of Athlete the first 2 guards? Thank you, sir. The parade commander is Federal Police followed by the parade commander, the Canadian He's also having guard commander Irazwan, and they are cadet ASP Abubakar Idris Tijani, cadet ASP Hussaini Abubakar, and cadet ASP Ashiru Shamsuddin. Thank you very much. The parade is now complete without the band. The band, headed by its director of music, is doing well in this type of parades. It will interest the president to know that in the police band there are also some cadet officers who are graduating today. They are equally taking part in the music being supplied to this parade.
In addition, all of us here have 5 years, 4 years for academic study and degree. The last 1 year was purely for police study. They run a applause for them.
Thank you, image maker of the force. Number 1 guard is currently greeting or rather saluting the president. And the president is receiving the salute from number 1 guard. Number 1 guard has finished, and very soon number 2 guard will also greet Mr. President. The president, all other protocols observed. Shall we rise in honor of the standard party? All commissioned officers to salute.
significant note that the President, Commander-in-Chief of Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammad Buhari, GCFR, to know that all the parents of all the 602 officer personnel are here present and they are happy with the presence of the Mr. President. Thank you.
Yes, the study body has passed. You can all sit down, Your Excellencies. While Mr. President is still receiving parade salutation, this time around from number 4 guard. Number 4 guard has just finished their salutation. It is now number 5 guard. Number 5 guard is regimentally greeting the President. The last to pass is number 6 guard. Number 6 guard is also saluting the President. The President has finished receiving all the salutations from the 6 guards and the Standard Party. Mohammed Musa, what can you say to our House listening?
Alhamdulillah, muna ganin da yadda waɗannan yaya da jikoki suke gabatar da wannan fareti wanda muke cewa fareti mai tafiyar sanda. Gashi nan suna yin sa cikin yanayi da nuna cewa ƙwararru ne sun samu kyakkyawan yanayi na koyi da koyarwa da ke ƙara tabbatar da cewa lallai sun koyi wannan aiki.
Thank you, Mohammed Musa. Anytime from now, after the slow march, the parade will break into quick march. Before then, let me use this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of CP Abdul Karim Dauda. CP Abdul Karim Dauda is a veteran police officer who served 34 years, and inshallah next year, he and him will retire. CP Abdul Karim Dauda, you are welcome.
Wanda ji wannan bayani mai karsashi kamar yadda fana don Allah ta ba masa bai ɓoye ba ya ce shekara miliyon Allah ya soya da ransa da lafiya da shi da mai dogarin mai girma shugaban ƙasar tarayyar Najeriya za su yi ritaya yau. Za su yi ritaya cikin yanayi na jin daɗi da farin ciki mai girma shugaban ƙasa kuma ko ba komai suna tare da kai kuma kana jin daɗin yin ayyukan da suke yi. Don mu tafa waɗannan ofisoshi. Allah ya jara kwana.
Thank you, Mohammed Musa. Anytime from now,
faretin da ya kusa canzawa inda za mu tafi mai sarrafa da kuma sauri.
one interesting thing with parade is the breaking from slow to quick automatically. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Very interesting. While the big match is on, let me invite the image maker of Kano Kano State Command, where this prestigious academy is cited, to say a word or two in Hausa.
Alhamdulillah, kamar da ɗan uwa da abokan arziki ake kallon yadda ake yayi waɗannan ɗalibai wanda ya yi shi na farko a tarihin wannan makaranta wanda yara za su fito da digirin su kuma da halilin su guda ɗaya gaba da su wani abun farin ciki ne kuma su ne karo na farko da ƙannan mu da yayin mu da abokan arziki kamar da kowa ya sani ana cewa ɗan sanda abokin kowa wannan ya tabbatar da cewar 'yan sanda sun karanta kowane gida a Najeriya kuma hakan zai ƙara kyakkyawan mu'amala kyakkyawan tsaro da kuma aiki bisa tsari irin na majalisar duniya kama yadda yake kan tsarin babban sufeta da ƙasar nan na kuma 19 Ibrahim Kotun Idris Abiyar Amanai sannan kwallo ogana da do duk wanda ke wannan guri kowa na yana sha'awa yadda wannan fareti ke kasancewa wanda abu ne kamar arithmetic ba ranar da yake ba in daga buran itace za a tsarkake su su san takun da za su yi sannan kuma su zama jami'an 'yan sanda wanda ake alfahari da su tsarin rayuwarsu ya koma aikin ɗan sanda mu'amalarsu ya koma aikin ɗan sanda tafiyarsu da kuma duk abin da ke zuciyarsu na al'umma ne kuma abin farin ciki shugaban tarayyar Najeriya Muhammadu Buhari shi yake yayi wannan ɗalibai fatan in sun fito za su samu halayya da gari da yabo da yake samu a Najeriya.
Thank you, Imam Speaker, Kano State Command. As the Standard Party is approaching, she will organize in honor of the Standard Party.
Jama'a kowa ya rike saboda girmama ainihin masu rike tuta. Ainihin ya tsaye gaba gida domin girmama masu rike wannan tutoci nan masu daraja.
The marching of these young cadets, the willing is very appreciative. Can we please clap for these young officers again? Another interesting thing coming from this parade is the way and manner they will be holding, guard by guard, including the Standard Party.
kowa kowa yanzu da saurara ce ne kuma Allah wani guri wanda tana sauraro da magana wata abin tare da shugaban yasa da Najeriya.
That's second time. Oh, this is beautiful. That is Standard Party. Fourth guard. Guard number 5. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Before presentation, please, Mr. Calvin.
Thank you, DCP. The first time I was here was in 2012. And one part of the parade that really excited me was the transition from the slow march to quick march. And once again, they reenacted it again, and I was so excited. It's so fascinating to watch these young cadets march professionally and with so much confidence, especially also when you consider that Guard 4, I think, if I'm not mistaken, has all female commanders. It's a wonderful thing. Please, Mr. President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let's once again give them a resounding round of applause.
Thank you, Mr. Calvin. This is another interesting aspect of the parade. That is review order where they will halt on their own without being commanded. This is excellent. The President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, all other protocols observed. Mr. President, what we are about to witness now is yet another mini parade. It is presentation of sword of honor. All right, my attention has been drawn to a little change. That welcome address by the commandant of this prestigious academy will come now. I therefore call on the commandant, AIG Yakubu Jibrin, for the welcome address. The commandant is taking position. He has taken permission from the President for welcome address. Why this change?
The special guest of honor, Your Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFOR, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Your Excellency Dr. Umar Ganduje, OFR, Governor of Kano State. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Jigawa State, Alhaji Badaru Abubakar. Ex-Governor of Bauchi State, represented by the Deputy Governor, Architect Audu Sule Katagun. Former Governor of Kano State, Malam Ibrahim Shekarau. Honorable Minister of Interior, Abrahaman Dambazo, CFR, PhD, Lieutenant General retired, Chairman Polar Council, His Royal Highness Muhammadu Sanusi II, CON, Emir of Kano, Alhaji Dr. Yahya Abubakar, CFR, Etu Nupe, Chairman, Niger State Council of Traditional Rulers. Representatives of Oni of Ife, other royal fathers here present, Alhaji Musliu Smith, IGP retired, CFR, FW, Honorable Chairman, Police Service Commission, Chief of Defense Staff, represented by Rear Admiral P.A. Onaji, Chief of Naval Staff, represented by Rear Admiral S.K. Ibrahim, Chief of Air Staff, represented by Air Vice Marshal M.Z. Suleiman, Chairman EFCC, Ibrahim Magu, heads of other security agencies here present, Senator Kabiru Gaya, Chairman Senate Committee on Works, other members of National Assembly here present, Professor A.Q. Ibrahim, Coordinator Pollard, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a privilege that I am opportune to make this speech during this personal parade of the first set of regular cadet officers from the Nigerian Police Academy, Kano. Let me congratulate the 602 cadets for being able to go through the rigorous training as police officers and at the same time studying to be graduates in different fields. I know it is not easy, but today you have been found worthy in character and learning to be passed out as Assistant Superintendent of Police in the largest police force in Africa. As police officers, you have enormous powers, but there are a lot of temptations that you will make that will make you fall by the wayside, except you are courageous and professional in the discharge of your duties. You will be tempted with worldly and material things. Those who are materialistic and believe that the police is a place where you can make cheap money will not go far. You have been adequately trained. The courses you took are designed to build capacity in you and make you first-class police officers that you can conveniently compete with any police officers anywhere in the world. While discharging your duties in the policing space, you must be civil and be guided by the rule of law. Be warned that this current administration has a zero tolerance on violation of rights of citizens and corruption. There will be no hiding place for officers who conduct themselves contrary of the law. You must learn to be professional in the discharge of your duties and shun all forms of misconduct. You must realize that as police officers, you are not above the law. Anybody found engaging in corrupt and other forms of misconduct will be arrested and prosecuted in line with the laws of the land. The Central Bank of Nigeria and TED Fund immensely contributed to making this police academy a conducive learning environment. While we appreciate you for what you have done so far, let me use this opportunity to seek for more further support in the infrastructure development of this academy. I cannot end this speech without thanking the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, for the endless support he has given to the Nigeria Police Force. Let me assure His Excellency that the Nigeria Police is committed to a secured Nigeria where investors can invest. With the operational arrangement currently in place and supported by our technical intelligence platforms, there will be no hiding place for criminals in Nigeria. Thank you all.
Thank you, Commandant.
Out of the 620 cadets AFCs, Course 1, 542 are female, while the remaining 60 are men. The
Give a round of applause for him as he makes way to address this august occasion. He is also the chairman of the Polak Council.
Your Excellency, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Muhammadu Buhari, Your Excellency, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, the Executive Governor of Kano State, Your Excellency, Alhaji Badaru Abubakar, the Executive Governor of Jigawa State, the Chairman Senate Committee on Police, the Chairman House Committee on Police, other members of National Assembly here present, the representative of the Chief of Defense Staff, the representatives of the service chiefs, the Inspector General of Police, Your Highness, the Emir of Kano, Your Highness, Etsunupe, and the representative of the Emir of Zazzau, my lords, temporal and spiritual, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our friends of the media. It is indeed my singular honor and privilege to welcome His Excellency, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, and who is also the visitor of the Police Academy in Wudil, on this epoch-making event. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this visit no doubt demonstrates your firm commitment towards police reforms, for which training is among the most important factors for our overall efforts in professionalizing the Nigerian police. Although at the inception of this academy, it was envisaged to just provide necessary police training to graduates from other institutions to be commissioned as police officers. Nevertheless, as part of efforts to generally reform the police and put it on a sound footing, it was transformed into a degree awarding institution, becoming the 37th Federal University in 2012. The Ministry of Interior has been making all efforts to ensure that the Polak Bill, which is now before the National Assembly, is signed into law in order to provide full legal backing for the institution. Hopefully, the bill will be signed before the end of the 8th Senate. Once signed, the Polak Act will no doubt reposition the academy and also improve the quality of teaching, research, and administration, which will translate into better policing in the long term. This journey has not been easy, Mr. President. As you can see, you have seen in the short drive in the academy, into the academy, it is still grappling with major challenges of infrastructural shortage, inadequate facilities, and shortage of training equipment. This has largely resulted due to the gross underfunding generally experienced over the years. But that has improved since you assumed office as the president. The situation was unfortunately rather compounded by the suspension of the police reform fund that was hitherto the main source of the funds required to provide all that is required to run police academy such as Polak Wudil. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I must observe without any hesitation whatsoever that the presence of Mr. President today underpins his unparalleled commitment to the transformation of not only the police academy, but the entire Nigerian police and the security sector at large. The current funding challenges in all sectors notwithstanding, I wish to appeal to Mr. President to continue to give the necessary support to the academy. This will ensure all necessary infrastructures are acquired to facilitate a conducive atmosphere for teaching, learning, and research, with all a view to producing world-class police officers that are well enlightened, disciplined, and better trained. Today, we have successfully passed out 600 cadets, being the first regular course. At this point, let me use this opportunity to urge all stakeholders to congratulate the graduating cadets for a successful training. Having said that, I must also sound a note of caution. You are passing out as a pioneer law enforcement officers from a relatively new and unique institution of its kind into a complex developing society that has its own share of violent crimes like kidnappings, armed robbery, etc. The onus rests on you to bring your theoretical and practical knowledge to bear for the benefit of the Nigerian society whom you serve. Your conduct today and forever should continue to reflect the ideals you have imbibed in the course over the years of training. Let me once again welcome you, Mr. President, and express our tremendous pleasure for having you in our midst. It is my honor and privilege to invite His Excellency, the President, Muhammadu Buhari, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, to deliver his address and commission the cadets accordingly.
Before His Excellency, Mr. President, arrives, there will be
Your Excellency, the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, before the presidential address, there is a little presentation of sword of honor to the best all-round cadet and also presentation to the best female cadet. And at the same time, Your Excellency, you will commission these graduating students by picking 2 representatives of the cadets, 1 female cadet and 1 male cadet. With your permission, Your Excellency, I commence this little presentation by way of calling table carriers. Table carriers! That is conveying the award and the sword of honor will be marched towards the place where Mr. President will hand over the sword. But before then, there will be presentation of best female cadet. The table carriers, after bringing the table and the consignment, will march out for the little parade to take place. At this point in time, I call on the commandant of the academy who will be handing over this award. The commandant, sir. Permit me, Your Excellency, to match in the two recipients and the two cadets to be commissioned. First is Shaibu Aminu. Shaibu Aminu is the best all-round cadet. Best all-round cadet, all-round. The next is the best all-round female cadet, Evangeline Babuba. Evangeline Babuba. The cadet to represent male cadet in official commissioning of the entire cadets by Mr. President is Umar Bashir. Umar Bashir from Kano State is a holder of forensic degree, BNc forensic, while the best all-round cadet is holder of BSc accountancy. Umar Bashir. Finally, the female representative to be blessed today by Mr. President in commissioning is Faith Jacob. Faith Jacob is a holder of BA English from Cross River State. While the recipients are marching in, the table carriers will once again move the table closer to Mr. President. At the same time, I also call on the recipient one by one to march closer to the table. Starting with Shaibu Aminu. March towards the table, followed by Evangeline Babuba. Evangeline Babuba, move to the table. Umar Bashir, you also move in parade way manner to the table. And finally, Faith Jacob also move to the table. The table carriers are making necessary adjustments. Equally call on the recipients to also march one by one closer to the table. Shaibu Aminu, march closer. Evangeline Babuba, march forward. Umar Bashir, march forward. Then Faith Jacob, also march forward. There are two presentations, best all-round and the best female cadet. But permit me, Your Excellency, to start with the best female cadet to be given to Evangeline Babuba. On this note, I invite the Inspector General of Police to do the presentation, the IGP, sir. The Commandant is also moving forward to take the bag, hand over to IG for onward delivery to the recipient, the Commandant. The Inspector General of Police has taken permission from Mr. President to come and deliver this important award to the best female cadet, Evangeline Babuba. Evangeline Babuba, move forward. Oh, Evangeline Babuba! Evangeline Babuba! President also decided to join in this award. Evangeline Babuba! Congratulations! The parents of Evangeline Babuba are happy. It does not end to the Inspector General of Police, but also Mr. President. The best all-round cadet is Shaibu Aminu. Shaibu Aminu will receive from Mr. President. Shaibu Aminu, a graduate of BSc Accountancy from Kano State, is receiving Sword of Honor for best all-round. Best all-round. The governor of Kano State is happy. He's clapping for his son, Shaibu Aminu. Shaibu Aminu and the Evangeline are placed. Mr. President will also, and finally, do another presidential task by commissioning the entire cadets, in other words, decorating them with their new rank of Assistant Superintendent of Police. To represent the entire cadets, I call on Umar Bashir to march forward, who represents male cadets, and Faith Yakubu, who will also represent female cadets. I therefore call on Honorable Minister Interior to join Mr. President with the IG. No, they told me, Minister. The Honorable Minister and the Inspector General of Police are assisting Mr. President in commissioning these graduating assistant. They are now Assistant Superintendents of Police. There are no more cadets. There are no more cadets. Mr. President, Federal Republic of Nigeria has commissioned the first cadet who represented the male cadets, and also removing or commissioning the female cadet who represents the whole female cadets. The two cadets who were commissioned by Mr. President represented the entire 602 cadets. From now, they are all Assistant Superintendent of Police. They are saluting Mr. President. They are happy. Yes, they are returning. Thank you very much. I now hand over to Mr. President. Is going back after doing this presidential task. There is nobody to commission these 602 as Assistant Superintendents of Police except the President, and he has done it. And they are now full-fledged Assistant Superintendents of Police. They can write confirmation exam. They can enter officers' mess. They can be appointed DCOs. They can be appointed ADCs. They can be appointed PS. They can do all police officers' duties. And they are entitled to exercise all police powers. Mr. Calvin.
Thank you so much. I want to, on behalf of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Ibrahim Putu Idris, MNI, and the police management team, most humbly invite Mr. President, the President and Commander-in-Chief of Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammad Buhari, GCFR, for his address, please, at the podium. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Your Excellency, sir, before your speech, the candidate to advance a review order. Mr. President, sir, Your Excellency, sir. The President should clear from the view. The parade commander will please advance all the candidates in review orders for Mr. President, President Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. His Excellency President Muhammad Buhari's address. The parade commander, please. GCFR, the 602 regular course 1 of the Nigerian Police Academy are ready for your address, sir. Your Excellency, sir.
Your Excellency, the governors of Kano and Jigawa states, members of the National Assembly, Honorable Minister of Interior, and other members of Federal Executive Council, Inspector General of Police, senior military and police officers, Chairman Police Service Commission, Your Royal Highnesses, the Emir of Kano, the Tsunufe, and the representatives of other emirs, senior government officials, graduates of first regular course, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to be here today for the convocation and passing out of 602 cadet officers, first batch of regular cadet course 1, graduates from the Police Academy Kano, after 5 years of rigorous training. For the graduates, this is an epoch-making event, and I am happy to be the first serving president to witness the passing out parade of the first batch of Nigerian Police Academy regular cadet officers. Let me congratulate graduates for successfully completing the 5 years training program in this very fine institution. You should consider yourselves privileged not only for being able to complete the course, but for being adjudged worthy in character, fitness, and learning to pass out as cadet assistant superintendents in the Nigerian Police Force. After your commissioning today, you will be charged with the duties and responsibilities of a police officer. It is now your duty to combat crime and ensure peace and security in the country. The burdens on you are enormous and onerous. They require you to be courageous, brave, and determined in the fight against all forms of crime in our country. Among the tasks which rest squarely on you is arresting and ensuring conviction of persons who are in conflict with the law, no matter how highly placed in the society. The law should be no respecter of persons. You must therefore discharge your duties fearlessly as laid down by the law. Nigerians will be grateful to you if your efforts will add to the success stories of this administration's efforts to bring about a better society. There is a direct relationship between crime and development. You have been trained and conditioned to discharge your functions as police officers after your 5 years of training. Apart from the award of degrees in various specializations, you undertook studies in police duties, legal studies, liberal studies, human rights issues, counter-terrorism, kidnapping, gender issues, and other subjects to familiarize you with international best practices in policing. Enormous resources have been expended by the government on your training. Nigerians therefore expect you to go out there as good policemen and put in your best towards enhancing the efficiency of the police in maintaining law and order. During the course of performing your duties, you will be confronted with a lot of challenges, much of it hostile. You may be faced with a situation where you are requested to bend the rules for either financial or material benefits. No matter what the promises are, you must not succumb to such pressures. Ensure that your actions are in line with extant rules and regulations, and make sure you can defend your actions at all times. You may be victimized for standing by the truth, but to be consoled by the fact that truth is constant and will always prevail, no matter how long it may take. It is appropriate to warn you as police officers not to see yourselves as being above the law. You must be above board and resist all temptations and allowances. The government recently increased your general emoluments to make you more efficient and effective in the discharge of your duties. With this increase in your salaries, you have less reason to fall into temptations of financial or other inducements. Let me again reiterate that this administration has zero tolerance for corruption. Corruption is the major reason why the Nigerian economy has not developed at the rate of other comparable countries. If we must develop a democratic dispensation, we must shun corruption at all levels. It is therefore your responsibilities and other anti-corruption agencies to kill Nigeria. I must warn you that any of you who fails to heed lawful instructions will certainly be caught in the web of the law. Any officer who violates the ethics, rules, and regulations of the force will be disciplined according to extant laws. For those who commit criminal offenses like corrupt practices, they will be arrested, investigated, and if found guilty, they will be dismissed and prosecuted. The only thing that can guarantee you the career you seek in the police force is integrity, professionalism, and resistance to all acts of criminality. The police, in its efforts to fight crime, must work in partnership with the community. You cannot properly police the people without their consent. The police must desist from acts which tend to bring the community in conflict with them. Conduct such illegal detentions, extrajudicial killings, torture, and the violation of the fundamental rights of the people must be avoided at all times. We must abide by the Constitutional Code of Conduct in policing our people. Let me use this opportunity to commend the Nigerian police force for the success it has recorded in the fight against various aspects of crime in the country. We have worked closely with the military in the fight against Boko Haram in the northeast. I am aware that you have just deployed over 2,000 police officers, including sufficient forces to the northeast to support the efforts of the military. The success recorded in the fight against Boko Haram in the northeast cannot be related without mentioning the support you are giving to the military. The group is no longer occupying any Nigerian territory as it used to before the advent of this administration. The recent attacks by the Boko Haram group can be likened to attempts of defeated insurgents to reorganize its ragtag and scattered individuals. This, however, will not be possible as adequate strategic plans have been put in place in conjunction with our neighboring countries to completely wipe out the group. The campaign for the 2019 elections have commenced, and that means heightened political activities in the country. It is the duty of the police, supported by other security agencies, to adequately secure the elections. You must do everything possible to make the election violence-free, to avoid ballot box snatching, multiple voting, vote buying on sites, attack on electoral officers, and other acts which might negatively impact on the elections and their outcome. The elections must be conducted in a violent-free environment for it to be a judge credible, free and fair in the eyes of both local and international observers. Let me assure you that I will continue to do all that is possible to make the Nigerian police efficient and responsive to the security needs of the country. This administration will also continue to do its best, providing the necessary assistance to make the Nigeria police operation technology based. The police training institutions will be equipped to ensure that officers are regularly trained to improve their capacity and make them more professional and innovative. Once again, congratulations on the successful completion of your course. As you pass out today and move into the policing space, I wish you the best in the various tasks ahead of you. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The law is no respecter of person. This is part of the president's speech. Please, once more. Let's come.
marching out to their duty. On behalf of the Inspector General Police, IGP Ibrahim Putu Idris MPI MNI, and the police management team, we thank His Excellency the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Muhammad Buhari, for commissioning the cadet, and for all invited guests from the Honorable Minister of Interior, the Chairman Police Service Commission, Honorable Commissioner of Federal Police Service Commission, all the executives, Governor, their Excellency, the Royal Highnesses, for attending this occasion. We equally extend our appreciation to all the missions and our partners within NASA Nigeria for gracing this occasion. The IGP equally directed I should thank all the other senior officers from Assistant Inspector General of Police, the Commandant Police Academy Kanu, and all other senior officers to the last constable that attend this occasion. Congratulations to the parent, congratulations to the cadets, congratulations to all of them.
this is where we draw the curtain of this historic graduation of 602 cadets from the Nigeria Police Academy, Wudil. On behalf of all the entire crew, I said, good afternoon.